1 second, everybody. We should be live. Okay, so we are providing some live severe weather coverage because we just got a mesoscale discussion from the Storm Prediction Center. The Storm Prediction Center has discussed that they do expect that the severe threat will push into parts of our area. So we're going to hop on live here. You can see that we already have strong storms. We have a strong storm going over Lynn right now, and it has a tornado warning, but I'm not really seeing anything crazy at the moment. It did start to go crazy at the beginning, but I'm not really seeing anything. Some broad rotation, but I think you guys will just be fine. But the Storm Prediction Center does think that we could have some severity as we go into our area. So I wanted to hop on here now while we are early so we can be ahead of the storm and make sure we provide the warning. So I'll pull up the mesoscale discussion from the Storm Prediction Center here. Give me just a second and we will read it together here. So here is the Storm Prediction Center. Let's get this going. How's everybody doing this evening? We're just providing an update. No immediate warnings in the area, but I wanted to bring this to your attention. I think we should go live because it does say damaging surface gusts and perhaps a brief tornado or two may remain possible with an organized cluster that is coming towards our area. So the line that's just out to our west, the Storm Prediction Center does think that it could stay together through our area. So about 10 p.m., at least northwestern portions of greater St. Louis by 10 p.m. So, like I said, it's coming already and it's coming quickly. So we are going to make sure we're live and we're ahead of the storm. Because you can see out near central Missouri, if we go back to the live radar, we have a tornado warning over the Lynn area. We had a couple near Columbia and now near the Fulton area. So we're just going to be monitoring this line. There's really nothing too crazy going on. There's no warnings in our immediate area, but it's right on our doorstep. It's right on our doorstep, and it's still weakening as it keeps going. But we have to watch out just in case that we try to get a quick spin-up tornado. And it looks like they did issue a new severe thunderstorm watch for part of the area near the Raleigh area. So I'm not sure if they're watching for this system to come up, but what we need to monitor is this part right here around. You can see new tornado warning. They're going to issue a new one for Montgomery City, still out of our area, but interested to see what they're going to do because this next warning here is probably going to, I think they're probably going to issue another tornado warning for near the Gerald area. So if you know anybody on the west side of Franklin County, I think they're probably going to issue a new one. We have a hook just south of the Lynn area. The Lynn area is nice, but just south of you near the Judge area, it looks like a hook is forming that's moving off to the east. So that's probably going to be our next warning on top of the tornado warning that we have. So I will watch out. They may decide to draw the box in our area because we do have a little hook that is forming just south of the Lynn area. So I will watch out in the Beaumont, New Haven, Gerald, Berger, Pinckney, and maybe the Marthasville area. So I will watch out because we do have a hook that is starting to form. So that's what we need to monitor right now. So we're hopping on a little bit early. The Storm Prediction Center, we just went over not too long ago, they expect that there could be a tornado risk that's going into our area as we get this line progressing east. So they still are going to keep the tornado watch because they think that the threat is still there. You can see we still have tornado warnings off to the west here. So lots of business. The radar is active and it's going to weaken, but we just have to monitor the kinks in the line and some quick spin-up tornadoes that will be possible over the next couple hours. Georgie says the tornado coming to the Wentzville area. This one up to the north is going to stay mostly out of our area. No factor here. It's moving to the northeast. This one near the Lynn area It's a close call because the Winsville's out there, but as of right now, there's nothing to worry about at the moment. The National Weather Service has not issued any new warnings for this storm, but I do see a hook right down here near the Judge area. So right near the Judge area, I do see a little hook that is trying to form in there. Not really seeing anything on the velocities as well, so they may not decide to do it, but I'm just seeing a little hook right near the Route 89, the Rich Fountain area. So that will probably get warned, and maybe we have to watch as we get into the Gasconade area. It's a very close call if we're going to get any warning on this, but it is something that I have been monitoring, and it looks like they just condensed the warning. So they just condensed the warning for Cole County. They canceled it, but it's still 15 miles. Yeah, south of Lynn. It's right over Lynn, they're saying right now. So it's just moving to the east. Just got really windy here. Yeah, it looks like it's starting to pass just to your east. So should be wrapping up there soon in the Lynn area. How does Jeff City area look? Our sirens have been going off for an hour. Jeff City is done for the action. You guys are done for the evening. All the storms are behind or past you, and temperatures will start to drop down. So Jeff City area will be just fine. Nothing to worry about there. Tasha says, I'm at work now. My husband and I are in Glen Carbon. This building is big and brick. Plus, it has a big basement. So I'm not seeing any strong tornadoes with this, and it's going to be close if it makes it to the Illinois side. I do think like the New Haven, Warrenton, Gerald, the Union area should probably watch out, especially if you're going up the Bowling Green as well. But as far as the Illinois side, it's really a 50-50 shot there if it's going to work out. Georgie says, we are on the 3rd floor of an apartment, just crossing our fingers. Yes, we're crossing the fingers, but we won't overhype up what the situation is going now. So, but it is possibility. Like I said, we do have tornado watch. The Storm Prediction Center says we still could get a brief spin-up tornado and damaging winds right now. So we have a new radar scan that just came in. Not seeing anything crazy. It looks like it's passing the Lynn area, but it was right on our doorstep, and I just wanted to make sure we're here live and ready as soon as the warnings get going. But currently for the Metro St. Louis and West St. Louis, we are currently not seeing anything at the moment. And so far, it is doing a pretty good job. The main part, I see a huge rotation spike off to our west near the Williamsburg area. That's luckily going to be missing our area, but strong rotation over here in that area. So if you know anybody near Montgomery City, Wellsville, Bellflower, I would take your precautions immediately, as we do have some rotation being picked up on that storm. Potentially some strong rotation right over the highway out there. So that is what we're watching over there, but at the moment, we are not seeing anything immediate for our area at this time. Bigger story is up here in the Bloomington area, Pontiac. Know a couple people that live up there, very, very active up here. So the tornado warning still has 22 minutes, normally around like the 15 minute mark. The National Weather Service will decide what they want to do. I, at this point, think we're going to see a severe thunderstorm warning, probably with a tornado possible tag. So I think that's probably what it's going to be. And if I had to draw it, let's draw it, everybody. Let's look at the radar, see how fast it's going. So it looks like it's moving to the east here. So if I had to guess, if they draw a warning, if they do decide to extend it, it will probably go like right here. So probably go into the Herman, the Union, the Warrenton, and maybe just outside of the Winsville area. And it might encompass all these places up here. So that's probably if they continue it, because at least at this velocity, we're still seeing some strong winds. We are looking up fairly high in the atmosphere, but you can see the radar here still picking up 60-mile-per-hour winds over in the Lynn area. So we'll probably get a warning here any time now in the next couple of minutes. But do I see a tornado warning with this? Probably not. The rotation and then the normalized rotation, if we turn on that product, we're not seeing any bright colors showing any strong rotation couplets. So we will want to see something like this if there was strong rotation, but we are not seeing that with the Lynn storm. So that is very good news. But this storm near the Montgomery City and the Bellflower, if you know anybody over there, make sure they take shelter. But it should be missing the Troy area. So the Troy area, not a concern at the moment. But so far, the winds, we'll see the velocities. We're waiting for the velocities to update here. So we'll see what they think on the Lynn storm. But not seeing anything coming from the National Weather Service on this. But like I said, the severe weather threat is very low. But we did jump on live just because the Storm Prediction Center says there is a severe weather risk still possible for this area. So, and I'll show you that real quick while we're waiting for a warning. We're right at the edge of the box. National Weather Service is probably deciding what they want to do with this. So hopefully we don't have a warning, but there is a possibility that we could get a warning for this. But I do believe if we do get a warning for this, it'll be a severe thunderstorm warning. We've been under a warning for 15 minutes or so. Yeah, the main area near the Lynn area has passed. So the warning was just a huge tornado warning. So they're just trimming it. But I think you guys are just fine. Georgie, we appreciate you going live. Been a struggle to find calm updates for our area. Well, I really do appreciate that. Like I said, I believe you're new here. We go live for all weather events. So any warnings, anything active and a threat to the public, we will go live and provide live severe weather coverage as long as it's possible while we have time. And luckily it's a Friday, so we have all night to talk, everybody. Friday night, it is great. So we're going to keep you calm and prepared during the storm. We're not going anywhere, especially while we have the tornado watch and these storms moving through. So, but let's keep hoping that this storm here is falling apart and doesn't try to regain strength like it did last time. So, it's getting very close to the warning. So, next few minutes, we have to watch to see what they do with this. So we're waiting on the National Weather Service. The tornado watch is ending. The tornado warning is ending. It's getting very close to the box. We have to see what they're going to do around the Gerald, the Lyon, New Haven area, so we can get a better idea of what we're looking at for the rest of the evening. Brittany said, man, I hope it weakens before it gets to Maryland Heights. Me too, because I also live in the Creve Coeur area, and last thing I want to do is have to take shelter on the live stream. So, but the main part that is not stopping is out here in Montgomery. Up near Montgomery. Okay, here we go, everybody. Like I said, we were assuming this was going to happen. So, severe thunderstorm warning, just like we mentioned not too long ago. They did go ahead and issue the severe thunderstorm warning, but they included the tornado possible tag. So, it's not a tornado warning, but they are just letting us know that there could be a tornado, but it's more just gusty winds. So, 60-mile-per-hour winds, and not really seeing any hail with this. And the places that are included are the Innsbrook, Wright City, Warrenton, Jonesburg, Marcusville, Washington. So I would be on alert. There is a possibility of a quick spin-up tornado with this, but we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning that was issued. And like I mentioned, we weren't really seeing any rotation, but like I said, it was warranting a severe thunderstorm warning, and I think that was a good ideal for the area. So severe thunderstorm warning is in place. They're going to cancel the tornado warning for that area over in the Lynn area. Or maybe not if we look at the rotation here. Near the St. Albert area. So they may try to keep it. But right now, going into the Gerald area is mainly strong gusty winds, and it looks like on the velocities, up near about 60, almost 70 miles per hour that is moving into this warning. So that is something to watch right there. And I'm also watching this hook here, down here on the southern side near the Chamos area, head towards the Morrison and eventually Gasconade area. That would be something to watch right there. But as far as this immediate line with the new severe thunderstorm warning with the tornado possible tag on it, it's for the New Haven, Herman, and the Warrenton area. So if you're anywhere in there, I would not go to sleep just yet because there is a tornado possible tag. We had a history of tornado warnings going all the way from Jeff City through the Lynn area, now entering our main coverage area. So this has had experience of trying to produce a weak tornado. Not seeing any reports coming out of that area from Jeff City of any damage, so that is good. We're not really seeing any significant tornado damage with this at all. And let's see if I can find we do have the severe thunderstorm warning in place, but I'm going to show you, if you're just tuning in, what the National Weather Service has said. So we are finding that post so we can show you as well. Okay, here is the post, everybody. So we'll go back over to this screen. We'll go back to the radar. We are monitoring the radar, but it says damaging surface gusts and perhaps a brief tornado or two may remain possible with an organized cluster of storms overspreading at least northwestern portion of greater St. Louis by 10 p.m. So, like I said, they're not really seeing a significant tornado threat. You can see the most probable peaks. They do not even list a tornado, but 65 to 80 mile per hour winds will be possible, and hail 1 inch to 1.75 inch is also possible. So, like I said earlier, they did issue the tornado watch very early, in my opinion. We did have the severe thunderstorm warnings earlier, but right now I'm just watching the Montgomery City, the Chamos area, and we have to start watching near the Cave Hills. Make sure this notch is not doing anything. So, very busy with this line because lines of thunderstorms, they produce quick spin up tornadoes very quickly. And remember, the radar doesn't update every second, and you know the storms do not stop moving. So there very could well be, not during currently, but during other situations, that there could be a tornado that the radar just doesn't pick up in time. So when these quick spin up tornadoes, they can come down briefly, do their thing, and run right back up before the radar can even see it. So that is why we're here monitoring. We're looking at the radar. We have multiple people behind the scenes monitoring the radar, posting warnings and updates. So everybody is in the studio. Everybody's on staff tonight to make sure we provide you the most update and make sure we also do not miss anything during this live severe weather coverage. So Sarah says, thank you for being live. You are very welcome. I was also told, I'm not sure, but I was also told that we're one of like the small weather pages that do go live. So, but I always like going live because like when you read a Facebook post, like it's not the same as you hearing me speak to you and, you know, telling you what's happened, and you only see the post every couple minutes. So that's why I like to go live, give you updates. You can talk to me in the chat as well, and we will get through this together. Like I said, it's nothing scary. I would not be scared about this, okay? We're not seeing any like tornado outbreaks or anything. It's just a weakening line of storms with a leftover severe weather threat. So we just have a leftover severe weather threat. They left it in the fridge, and now we're warming it up, and we're just going to get through it. We're going to eat all of it, and we're going to take it in, and we'll be just fine, okay? I think everybody will be just fine. I know we have some damage up near the Moscow Mills area and Detroit area, but once again, we will be okay. I haven't heard any injuries out of there, so unless someone heard something different, let me know in the chat. But I have not heard any injuries. But the main concerning storm is in Montgomery City, headed toward the Montgomery City. So that is not quite in our coverage area, but very strong rotation. So very strong rotation. So that is great news. Let's see. Says, yes, thank you. You're very welcome, Crystal. Georgie said, it's true. Not many go live, and I love the lives for instant information, especially for people with storm anxiety. And that is exactly why I do that. That is exactly why I do that. Ashley says, thank you. That is reassuring. Oh, you're very welcome. And like I said, we're going to be here all night. As long as we have a warning in our coverage area, we will be live. So if we need to stay live until 3 a.m., we'll be live till 3 a.m. We are not going anywhere. So if you're currently not in a warning, if you just want to check back in, and we're also on YouTube. So if you want to keep us up on the TV or let the phone play in the background, multiple options to make sure you're well aware of what's going on tonight. So we're not going anywhere. So we'll be right here talking to you, making sure everyone is okay. And we are all going to get through this together, okay? So we're going to get through it together. And then guess what, everybody? Once we get through the line of storms and the rest of the rain, Saturday and Sunday look perfect. So we just have to get through this a little bit more, the last little bit of the storms, and we get a break. So that is very reassuring. I am watching this area near the Swiss area, not Swiss cheese, but the town of Swiss, starting to have a little hook on it. So we have to monitor that. We're watching that. We have multiple people behind the scenes watching that as well. But that is one area of rotation that we are monitoring right there. So we have to wait for the next radar scan to come in, see if it holds together. But that is an area that we are currently watching near the Swiss area on Route 19. So that is what we're looking at. Looks like they trimmed the warning. They did put the hook near the Chamos area towards the Morris inside the tornado warning. So we have to monitor that. But the big story is the Montgomery City. The Montgomery City storm is going crazy. It is having a wild night, possibly a decent tornado that is happening up there. So luckily that is out of our area. Nothing to worry about there. And Lincoln County, the far western side of Lincoln County, may get a tornado warning on this. So we'll have to watch out. So if you know anybody near the Olney, Stillhouse Ford, Corso, Hawkinsville, Louisville, and Hobart, make sure we let them know that they may get a warning for this storm. And I want to see this line here. Yeah, starting to bend. You see what I'm talking about here? Let me show you so you guys can figure out. See how it's starting to curve out just a little bit? That will have to be something to watch as it moves towards the Swiss area. So we're going to be paying attention to that. And remember, this warning does have a tornado possible tag. So there always could be a quick spin up tornado that could be likely. And we also have a little hook trying to jump out near the Rosebud area. So two places that we're watching here. Let me delete what I'm drawing right here. So this area up here and down this north of the Owensville areas, the two areas that we are watching here. So nothing confirmed, no tornado warnings for this. So let's not panic just yet. Okay, I don't want you to panic when we have severe thunderstorm warnings. I just want you to be aware that it is happening. It is, so far, everything is okay. So let's not freak out when we don't have a warning yet. Ethan says, I'm door dashing in Arnold. How soon do I need to go home? You have a decent amount of time. In the Arnold area, you have a decent amount of time. So Sarah says, yay, glad to hear that. There's a car show in Cadet Mo tomorrow. Yes, weather looks to be just fine tomorrow. So weather tomorrow, it's going to probably rain early in the morning, but we're not seeing any severe weather. And at least in the next few days, we're not seeing any severe weather. So new tornado warning has only been condensed. They have not extended this yet. So they are just trimming up the warning, fine-tuning the warning, and it's still radar indicated. So anywhere near Montgomery City, up near the Middletown area, make sure if you know anybody, tell them to stay in shelter. Stay in shelter over there. Now, if you're in the tornado possible tag, You do not need to run to your basement, but just make sure as it gets closer to your area, you're inside and away from windows. But we are currently not seeing, let me check the rotation, maybe some very broad rotation. Yeah, very broad rotation is north of Owensville. Not really seeing anything crazy near the Swiss area. So that is great news. But of course, we'll just have to keep monitoring it as we get the latest radar scan, which hopefully should be coming in soon. Which one are you talking about? The severe thunderstorm warning, Ashley? Elijah, Lynn is good for tonight. The showers and thunderstorms will be expected, but no severe weather. No severe weather expected for the Lynn area. The main line has passed, so that is great news. But Ashley, if you're talking about the severe thunderstorm warning, it is moving towards the northeast at 60 miles per hour. So, you know what, everyone? Let's zoom in. And if it will work, we will try to put a storm track on this. It won't cover everywhere, but we can at least get an idea of what we're looking at. So let's go all the way up here, 60 miles per hour. So all the way eventually near the Winsville area, if it holds together, around 9:47. So around 9:47. St. Charles in the clear. It is tough to say at this moment. It depends if this line can stay together. So we do have a tornado watch. So I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say no that we're in the clear, but I will make sure you're monitoring. We don't have anything yet, but I will probably start checking back in the next 10-15 minutes. Yes, the areas that I circled to watch, probably around the Washington area, 9:30, Wright City, 9:40, Winsville, 9:47. So those are roughly the ideals of the timings that we're watching here. Elijah said, appreciate it. No problem, buddy. I got you covered. You guys are good for the night, but it may still be a little bit loud. So looks like they expired this tornado warning right here. So looks like they did expire the tornado warning. Tornado warning is about to drop right now. So that is eventually going to expire here. That small little warning is going to expire. This line, surprisingly, is still holding together, in my opinion. This warning is still holding together. So that is not what we want. That is not what we want. Still seeing a little bit of rotation near the Swiss area. Let's check the normalized rotation. Basically like a cheat sheet. And yeah, right near the Swiss area, we are getting some brighter colors. So some brighter colors will be possible. So that is where we're watching, especially the Swiss area. But right now, no warning on it as of right now. But at least on the latest velocity scans, that is where we're watching. You're in Winsville, so the timing was around 9:47. What time do you think these storms will hit Glen Carbon? I think you still have a little bit to go. So current timing almost looks around 10, 11. You know, they're going 60 miles per hour over to Carbon. Probably like close to 10 o'clock. Georgie also says, also in Winsville. Okay, well, comment. I know some of you guys have comment where you guys are watching from, but if you haven't, let me know where you guys are watching from. I'm pretty curious where all the followers live as we have grown. So let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to know where you are watching my live stream from. We are based out of here in Creve Coeur area. So we're in the Creve Coeur area. We are also local to the area, so I'm pretty knowledgeable around the area, around the places. So that is great news. We are not in a different state or city. We are right here in the hometown of where we color. So it looks like we got Swansea. We got Moscow Mills. Hey, Bobby, are you okay in Moscow Mills? I heard a lot of power outages has happened, tree damage. Are you okay over there? Missy says Jefferson County. Looks like Pete is watching from Manchester. So it looks like we have a lot of variety over here. We like variety. Looks like Tammy is in Afton. See, Facebook only tells me the most popular areas. It only gives me the top 5 list of where most of the followers. So I never really see when we have, small places like Afton, Swansea, places like that. Bobby said, yeah, there's a couple of barns down pretty close to the house. Oh my, yeah, I heard there's strong gusty winds. I wouldn't be surprised if the National Weather Service goes out and surveys the area. So, but if you're okay, I'm glad to hear that you're also okay. So that is great. I hope everything is okay. Hopefully you did not have any significant damage. So, but glad to see you here. Glad that you are watching the live stream. Really do appreciate you. They do have the severe thunderstorm warning. Not sure they just issued it not too long ago. Not quite sure if they're gonna extend it into the area. So, not sure if Potosi, Steelville will be in the area. But remember, everyone, we still have a tornado warning. Tornado watch that goes until 11 p.m. Did we get an update on the warning? Still keeping tornado possible tag on this. They're still holding the tornado possible tag with this storm here. Shay said tornado just rolled through the Lake of the Ozarks. Oh yeah, yeah. It was coming through the Lake of the Ozarks and then it went right through the Jeff City area. Did you have any significant damage down there? Hopefully you guys are okay. Yeah, watching right over, the velocities are a little bit behind, and that is not what we want for this kind of setup here. Watching the storm near the Herman, the Big Spring area, that is showing a little bit of rotation. That will probably head off near the High Hill and the Jonesburg area. So we do have one of the meteorologists. You might be familiar with him. Andy Hill has drawn a box on the screen as a low confidence of a potential tornado warning being issued. And this is the one that we have been tracking right near the Swiss area. So low confidence that there could be a tornado warning, but we're waiting for a velocity scan because the velocities are way behind. Okay, so it got a little bit broad. So it's a little bit iffy on there. But like I said, we do have another meteorologist that has a low confidence of maybe a tornado warning on this. It's just a thinking. It's not guaranteed to happen. A lot of power outages near the Gravois Mills area. Okay. Yeah, lots of damage happening today, and we did have a high risk of severe weather, so yeah, some broad rotation. It'll be interesting if they issue a tornado warning on this. Let's not be surprised if they do for the Burger, the Pinckney, maybe up towards the Warrenton area. So let's not be surprised if that happens. But I'm also watching the Big Spring area as well. So let's check the normalized rotation, see if we're having any indications. We are having some indications of some rotation near the Little Burger area. Headed off to the Burger area. Or the Burger. So that is something to watch here. So getting a little bit funky right now. So we still have to watch. Remember, it's in the tornado possible tag. So this warning goes for another 26 minutes. So the warning still goes another 26 minutes. So we have to keep monitoring this. Yeah, seeing some normalized rotation, some bright colors on a normalized rotation, some weak rotation in that area, but looks like the velocities are not quite keeping up. So we'll have to continue to monitor this area, and we'll be here to monitor this area as well. But like I said, the Storms should be, they should be on the weakening trend as they continue to push east. But I was worried about our far western areas that it could still hold on just a little bit. Ashley said you are in the Wentzville area. Should we just be proactive and head to the basement? I get nervous. As of right now, you can, but as of right now, I would just monitor. Because these are just quick spin up tornadoes. So the rotation might be bright and possible right now, but then it will die by the time it gets to the Wentzville area. So we can, but you don't have to. If I was you, I would not go yet. So I would not go just yet. But the storms look like they're behaving a little bit better than the other night. We're able to see a severe thunderstorm warning. Let's just say that. We're able to see a severe thunderstorm warning, unlike the other night when we were not able to see that. So that is a good sign right there. But I'm just watching. Mainly this line right here is just what we have to watch here. And it looks like it is starting to fan out just a little bit, so that is good news. More turning into a wind threat here. Yeah, looks mostly wind as of right now. But we'll just have to wait. When did this last update? So this is a little bit behind the normalized rotation that shows any areas of rotation that may start, so we have to watch out for that. So, but it is looking weaker, in my opinion. The top part, at least, is still, at least it looks pretty weak. Me on my third floor, hoping the storm keeps behaving. My bathtub and my pretend safe spot. Yeah, we're like, I don't know how to describe it. We're like on the second floor, but we're like considered the top. So, like, basically what I'm saying, I'm not in a good place either, so yeah, the bathroom and the tub is also our safe place too. So I know how it feels, Georgie. So yeah, this top part of the storm's looking pretty good. The area of rotation that we're watching near the Herman area is also behaving. So that is great news. But still just watching, just in case. Don't want to say anything crazy like it's not going to happen. We don't want to say that. But this line right here. This line, let's get the drawing tool out. This line right here is what we have to watch. So the line right here is what we have to watch. Oh yeah, so you guys are way up there in the third floor. Do you guys have a good view? You guys have a good view of storms? Let's see. Meadowcrest Farm says, "Hi, Kenny. So glad to have you on watch. We have all things buttoned down as best as we can." That is great to hear. Glad you guys are prepared. Glad you guys are staying weather aware. And like I said, I love being live for you guys. I just love helping you guys out. That's really why I do this page. Like, all this is just my own time. I don't make any money from this. I just do it as I just want to help as many people as I can. So I just want to make sure you guys are okay. Help the storm anxiety. Walk you through the storms. Make sure we get it through together. So that's why we are here. Checking the velocities. Let me draw off the... Let's take off the markers here. Yeah, not really seeing more of a wind threat with this right now. So, not seeing anything crazy. Let's see if the normalized rotation picked up. And I think it's still, yeah, not really seeing anything crazy right now. So, right now, I think so far, the severe thunderstorm warning is holding. Not really seeing a tornado threat with this, which is good because, like we said thousands of times, it should be weakening. But let's not throw the tornado threat out the window yet. Okay? So it looks like they issued a new severe thunderstorm warning up here. Just like we thought on the northwest side, north and the west side of Lincoln County. This does have a tornado possible attack. It does not include the Troy area, but it's just a severe thunderstorm warning coming from a tornado warning. And that is a good sign too. That is a good sign that the storms are weakening when we have tornado warnings turning into severe thunderstorm warnings. That is a great thing to think about. So if you ever look at the storms and you see there was a tornado warning and then a severe thunderstorm warning, that means it's weakening. So that is weakening, but we just have to monitor just in case. Let's see. Georgia said I cover my windows when it storms. Oh yes. You know, surprisingly, the patio door is like probably like 1 foot, like not measurement, but like your foot. Like put your foot down and you're touching the door. So if you see me looking outside, it's because it's right there. It's probably not a good place for this office area, but you know, it's okay. Metal Crush Farm says, I love that you care about us, that you teach us as you go. Yes, that's why I like to. I like to teach you guys. Don't want to scare you. Just want to explain what's actually happening. What's actually happening, everyone. Tammy says, is there a lot of lightning with these storms? Just wondering. Lots of lightning with this. Yes, lots of lightning will be possible. You could probably, if you have a decent view, probably see the lightning off in the distance if you're near Chesterfield, St. Charles, O'Fallon area. So they are trimming the severe thunderstorm warning. So they are keeping the severe thunderstorm warning. They're going to go ahead and continue the tornado possible tag just in case, because they did see a couple of places before. So they're going to continue that, and then we're also going to keep the 60-mile-per-hour winds. But you can see, if I put this in motion, it's starting to fall apart. At least the top part. So like the top part that's heading towards the Winsfield area is starting to fall apart, but we just have to watch this backside. See what this backside is doing. Because the front part of the line is weakening, but the bottom part of the backside of this line is trying to strengthen. So we have two things trying to happen here. So that is what we have to monitor. And that is in the warning as well. Hey, is there a tornado on the ground in Minooka, Illinois? Not quite sure where Minooka is. I heard of it before. Minooka. Let's see. M-I-N. Oh, 2 O's. Let's see. I believe Minooka is in Grundy County. They are in a tornado warning. Looks like it's just to the southwest heading towards the Minooka area. So that's what it looks like. There's like some brief rotation up there. So it only says radar indicated, so not seeing anything on the ground, so at least from what I'm seeing here. But let's not get too carried away over there. So the heaviest part of the storm right now is in between the New Haven and going towards the Washington and the Union area. But I'm really curious to see what this back part near the Burger area is doing. Because like I said, it is weakening on the front, but trying to do something crazy on the back side. So that is something to watch right there. So, but we do have the severe thunderstorm warning with tornado possible attack. Very messy up here in the velocity department, but most of it will stay out of the Troy area as of right now. But we have to watch the Silex, Louisville, and up near the Whiteside area. Oh, you have your kids out there. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, right now there is a tornado warning up there. But it's like you're right on the edge. See the Manuka area? It's like right on the edge of the warning, and it's coming from down here, so it's not quite there yet. But they are seeing some rain. Yeah, some rain up there. And if it does, it looks like it's going to be very weak if there was a tornado. But the main thing is I'm watching this back part. Back part near the Pinckney. Near the Pinckney area where we're watching. Let's check the normalized rotation. Make sure we're not seeing any rotation spots anywhere. Right near along US 50. That might be a place to watch right there. Headed towards the Union area. Yeah, let's watch that right there. Just outside the warning. So we might get a new warning on that. And new tornado warning. We're watching that line. So new tornado warning, everybody. New tornado warning for the Jonesburg, Warrenton. Troy is included in this. Troy is included in this right now. No hail in Washington right now. New tornado warning, and this looks fairly strong right here. We're going to focus our attention here. Near the Jonesburg area. Let's see if we can get the live camera up. I have my girlfriend behind the scenes. She's going to be pulling up the camera, but new tornado warning. New tornado warning for the Troy area, Moscow Mills, Wright City, the Warrenton area. We actually have a decent hook on this right now. Very strong indication. Yeah, very strong indication of rotation just south of the Jonesburg area. So it may miss the Warrenton, downtown Warrenton area. It may miss the downtown Warrenton area, but we need to respect the polygon. If you're in the polygon, we need to be in our safe place. Alyssa said tornado warning versus tornado watch. Tornado watch means we have the ingredients to make tacos. Tornado warning means we're eating tacos. Okay, so that is just a quick brief area because we do have a tornado warning. So tornado warning means that there is rotation. A tornado could be imminent at any moment. So a tornado could be producing at any moment right now. And it looks like we may have a tornado on the ground. We may have a debris signature popping up. Not quite sure. We'll have to monitor that. But it does line up with the velocities. So if you're near crossing right at 70, we are getting the camera pulled up right now to see if we can get any visual on this. And MoDOT is usually pretty not good with the camera. So looks like we're having some issues in the camera department. So we're trying to find it. Trying to find the camera here. But it looks like, okay, so the cameras are not loading there. The cameras are not loading, but like I said, we do have a tornado warning for the Troy area is included in this. Troy area is included in this. We're going to have to watch to see if we have a tornado on the ground. We may have one. You see this bright yellow and green? This is telling us that they're seeing something other than rain. So that's what that shows on the correlation. So you can see our nice hook right here. And like I said, I was watching this. Tornado warning did not go away. It's just a radar program. And I said, we were watching this area. This line behind here. It was weakening on the front side. But now we have it right near the Pendleton area. Right at Route 8. Right near the Budget Inn. If you know where the Budget Inn. Not really too many people live there. But I know the sirens are sounding in the Troy area. Bobby, we will answer that question in just a little bit. We do have a tornado warning. Very much appreciate you show the exact streets and the path of the possible tornado. Oh, yes, we don't just show a broad view and to say tornado warning issued. No, we're going to go all the way down here. So right where the rotation is, we're going to see if we can get a new correlation update. So it's a little bit behind, but this is at 9:31. But the area is getting a little bit brighter. So we may have something on the ground. It could always just pick up trees. It could literally just show leaves in the atmosphere. Let's go to the normalized rotation. We'll have to wait for it to update. It's a little bit behind right now, but still showing some rotation over there. Yes, storm relative velocity right here in front of your face, everybody. Where the reds meet the greens, that's where we can have a rotation. So the velocities are a little bit ahead, but if we push it to the east a little bit, it does line up with that area. So we may have had something, but I'm not quite sure if it was on the ground. But we still see rotation. We're going to have to monitor the velocities here. We're going to have to make sure we're keeping tabs on the velocities. So it's moving off. Velocity is just updated near the Pendleton area. We don't really have any cameras over here. But this is the area to watch. And maybe a new area just quickly south to it, right along Route Double E. Looks like we have a couple houses here. I don't see any street names, unfortunately. But I was, like I said, I was watching this line because I knew it was going to try to do something here. Let's get the marker off of here. But tornado warning for another 25 minutes is radar indicated. Nothing confirmed or observed at the moment. So that is great news. But the sirens are probably sounding in the Wright City area, the Warrenton area, the Troy area. Sirens are probably sounding right now. Let's go back to the normalized rotation, see if we're seeing anything. If it was to be, it's right over the Pendleton area. Right over the Pendleton area. About to cross Highway 70 here. Right at just south of the Flying J right there. Looks like it may just cross right around the Flying J at that exit. So like I said, we have a tornado warning here. Not seeing anything at the moment. We do still have a severe thunderstorm warning here. We are keeping tabs on this as well, but we need to focus on the tornado warning. Tornado warning always has priority here. So it looks like the rotation, at least visually on radar, looks to see like it went away here. Looks like that hook decided to go away for now. Okay, it's not all done. And then we just got an observed tornado warning. Damaging wind, tornado, radar confirmed, tornado. Oh yeah, look at this. I didn't even see this right on the backside. We have an observed tornado warning near the Marthasville area. Wow, I have to admit, we did miss this. We did miss this area. Right near the Marthasville. I thought it was this weakening right here, but we have a damaging tornado on the ground headed towards the Marthasville area. We need to share the live stream immediately, please, as we look at this. It just dropped here. Just started to show the confirms. Okay, that's okay. So we have two tornado warnings. We immediately have a tornado observed and we have a tornado warning at the exact same time. We did not get any preparation on this confirmed tornado. It just magically went down, and that's why I said the radar not updating is really not good. You can see normalized rotation is showing some rotation here. Very weak on the velocities, but we are now seeing confirmed tornado. See this bright blue area, and it's getting dark and right towards the Marthasville area. You need to run, not walk to your shelter at the Marthasville area. You have literally no time before this tornado is right on top of you. We will not be able to keep going with this with the radar. The radar just simply cannot keep up with this. We need to be in our safe place immediately. Debris is being lofted so high in the atmosphere that the radar is picking it up and it's telling us that it's not rain. Us in Winsville, I would start thinking about your safe place. I would start thinking about your safe place right now. So this is crazy. Not very often you see an immediate confirmed tornado by the radar. So right near Marthasville. It's probably on top of Marthasville right now. Let's get a storm track on this. We need a storm track on this right now. Let's put a storm track. It's probably not going to give us a lot of areas. So at least almost a half hour before it gets towards more populated areas. But the New Meli area is around 9:53. So we still have a lot of time here. Sirens going off in Moscow. Yes, tornado warning is there as well. We're going to keep hopping back and forth. So let's hop back to the other tornado warning here. Still seeing a little bit of rotation with that right now. Yes, we're still seeing lots of rotation. So Moscow Mills, Troy area, I would take a shelter. I would just start going to your shelter if you're at the end of the warning. Weak tornado could be possible right now. But we have a strong indication right near the Marthasville area. Still showing tornado on the ground. Had to wait for the new correlation coefficient, but it's probably right on top of Marthasville right now. Rotation on this, normalized rotation, is showing very weak right now, but lots of rotation near the Hog Point area, right along Highway 47, near Warrenton and Hog Point. If you're anywhere along those areas or east of those areas, you need to take shelter, as you should, because you're in a tornado warning. But wow, that jumped very fast, everybody. You can see it's just on the northwest side of Marthasville. Just on the northern west side of Marthasville, right along Highway O. It's crossing Highway O right now, potential tornado on the ground. Radar confirmed tornado on the ground. So radar on the ground moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. So 2 tornado warnings that are in the Warrenton County area. Wow, this has picked up quick. I would just remain alert. And if you want to go to sleep, even though we do have the tornado warnings and tornado watch, make sure you're able to be woken up. So, yeah, there's no tornado warning before the observed tornado. So, good job on the National Weather Service for watching out on this, because it just magically appeared. Peevely, Holly, so far looking okay right now. Peevely right now is looking okay. Yes, we do need the storms to settle down. But I'm especially watching the Warrenton area. Warrenton, Wright City area. And especially the Hog Point headed towards the Troy area. So if you're anywhere in the tornado warning, you need to take your shelter, as you should be when tornado warnings are issued. But I would definitely watch out. We need to pay attention if we're in the New Meli area, Lake St. Louis, Winsville, O'Fallon, Flint Hill, St. Peters as well. We need to watch those areas, as well as the southern part down here, near the Augusta, Glidehouse, Pacific. Let's see if we see anything down here. Let's check. Maybe some broad rotation near the Glidehouse, just north of the Union area. So, radar confirmed tornado. Radar confirmed tornado. Let's check velocity. Okay, still showing tornado. Look at this. Look how quick it was. It was just boom. Right at Dundee, and immediately this touched the ground. So very quickly. So, okay, looks like tornado. Did they get rid of the observed? Okay, so there we go, everybody. Like I just mentioned, we are probably going to get something. So we have a new severe thunderstorm warning. Let me get to that in just a minute. Let me clean up our area. Make the screen look a little bit easier for you guys. So let's get rid of the storm track. Okay, so brand new severe thunderstorm warning. They did get this as a tornado possible tag. So tornado possible tag, and that includes the wind field, just in places like we said not too long ago. New Meli, Winsville, O'Fallon, St. Charles, Brussels, Winfield area. Like I said, we're trying to give you as much warning as possible with our team behind the scenes, and we just completely missed that tornado on the ground. So, looking very messy right now around the Marthasville area. Little hook just near the Augusta area that we have to pay attention to. This line right here headed towards the Pacific area and the Augusta area, that has to be monitored as well. No continuation warning on this right now. And then the tornado warning, I think we might try to get something towards the Troy area. So if you're near the Troy area, Troy area, I would go in your shelter. Troy area, you need to get underground. Moscow Mills, Troy, get underground right now. We'll watch the Wentzville area. But the Troy area, get underground right now. I think we may have something trying to drop. Yeah, I think we may have something trying to drop the southwest side of Troy. Southwest side of Troy. So if you're in Troy, Moscow Mills, get underground right now. We have a strong velocity couplet right now. If you know anybody in the Troy area that is asleep right now, strong velocity couplet, just near the Troy area. I know we have a lot of people near the Troy area. Looks like we may have something on the ground right now. So we need to get in our shelter, wake everybody up that you know, tell them to tune into the live stream, because I think we have something on the ground near the Troy area. And remember, the radar just can't update too quickly. So this might be heading right towards the Troy area. Troy needs to be underground. I think we have something. Look at the strong velocities here. Strong velocities right here. Still radar indicated tornado warning. Still have our observed tornado warning down here. Still being observed. But I'm not really seeing anything crazy at the moment, but we'll keep monitoring that. Also, looks like we may have a tornado warning coming through the Augusta area. So, like I said, meteorologist Andy Hill is also looking at that as well. So, we are watching that. But I am concerned about the Troy area. Troy area needs to be underground. Maryland Heights, I wouldn't be scared right now, but let's monitor. Let's not panic right now. There is currently no warning for the Maryland Heights area. But who should be scared and freaking out is near the Troy area. I think we may have something on the ground here. It's very hard to tell. It's very messy right now. But strong velocity couplets. Yeah, I think we might have something down right near the Pear Tree Road. Headed towards Route J. I think we may have something down there. That's just way too strong of a couplet right there. They still have radar indicated. But I think we have something down here. So, like I said, Troy, Moscow Mills, the South Troy area, Elm Tree Road, Sugar Grove Road. You need to be underground. Radar is we're still waiting for the latest radar update on that. Let me check down here. Near the Augusta Glide House area, we might get a warning on this. On the Glide House going to Defiance in the Wildwood area, we will probably get a warning on this for rotation. I would not be surprised if we get a warning on this. So, Labadee, St. Albans, Melrose, Wildwood, Defiance, Hamburg, Cantor area. Would not be surprised if we get a tornado warning. Yes, Troy. Ashley, get in your basement, please. It looks like the debris, I'm not really seeing that debris right now, but we're still seeing strong velocities. Normalized rotation is just near the Troy area. It's gonna go between the Troy and the Moscow Mills area, if not all over. So we need we actually got a camera in the Troy. I just got told we have a camera in the Troy area. Let's see if we have time. Bottom right hand part of your screen, we're gonna go to the Troy area. We got the Troy area somewhere. So we're going to watch it. It's going to go the bottom right part of the camera. is in the Troy area at Cherry Street. It's going to go right over this. It's going to go right over this camera, but you need to be in your safe place. You need to be in your basement, please. Josh is also saying that we need, our severe weather analyst is also saying we need to watch the bottom half of the storm. He's saying that we need to watch this part down here. It may get a tornado warning very, very soon. But the Troy area, new velocity upgrades. If you're not in your basement at the Troy area, I have no idea what you're doing. You need to be underground. We could get a quick spin of tornado out of this. Normalized rotation is off the charts here. Look how bright this is. Bright rotation near the Troy area. Okay, you guys are in the... Okay, you live between the pear tree. Okay. Yeah, to stay in your safe place. Stay in the basement, please. Yeah, the MODOK camera is at the bottom right part of the screen. So it's going to go right at the 61 Cherry Street area. So the Sugar Grove Road, Elm Tree Road, South 3rd Street. It's going to go by the Troy Movie House, Troy First Baptist Activity Field, and towards the Troy Buchanan High School grounds. Also, hopefully Mercy Hospital Lincoln is also in their emergency operations for this. So that is, let's see, let's turn this off. Okay, see, like I said, they're continuing this tornado warning. It's still radar indicated. So still radar indicated, but now the Winfield Foley Batchtown is in the area. And we have to watch down the Wright City area. This is just going crazy. Wright City, I would be in your safe place too. We have another hook on the south part of the storm. Wright City, Forestell, Winsfield, just to be safe. Let's go in your basement right now. Let's start making our way to the basement. That could go right there. The Wright City, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a warning on that. Troy area is right on top of Troy. Right on top of Troy right now. We're waiting for the new radar update here. Yeah, it's right over Troy right now. Still have a hook going right through the Troy, right over the Troy Buchanan High School grounds. To stay in your shelter just a few more minutes, Ashley. To stay in your shelter just a few more minutes, please. Don't leave your shelter. We still have strong winds on the backside. Could still cause tree damage. To stay in your shelter just a little bit longer. Not quite sure how it didn't go observed. It looked like it was down on the ground. Normalized rotation, still waiting for a new update. Yeah, right on 61. Should be right over this camera right now. If we have anything, it should be making its way on our camera. Not sure what camera it is on. So we'll just take a peek. It's going right at this camera right now. Radar, I have radar in the bottom left-hand corner. Should be going right over the camera. Good news is power's still on. But I would just stay in your rotation. Strong winds on the backside, but it looks like it is passing Troy. Looks like it's passing Troy right now. Still need to be aware if you're down near the St. Albans, Defiance, Wildwood area. Yeah, Winsfield, I would just, don't think, it looks like it's starting to lighten up a little bit. But these storms are going too quick. These storms are going too quick. The radar might not see it, but it looks like we may just try to get away with some gusty winds right now in the Winsfield area. But the Troy area, Moscow Mills, headed to the Fountain Lakes, Argentonville, and the Winfield area, you need to be underground, please. Still has a nice hook. Still has a very nice hook. Look at the camera here. Look at the camera. Getting very windy. You can see the rain curtain sliding off to the right side. This is the Troy storm. Power just went out. Oh, that is very unfortunate. I am very sorry about that. Very sorry about the power going out. Like I said, stay in your safe place. It's almost through. It's almost through. We're getting through it, Ashley. So it's crossing right over 61 right now. Also, I'm not sure why this whole area near the Pacific Londell, Wildwood. I have no idea why there's no warning, no severe thunderstorm warning on this. But severe thunderstorm warning, don't forget for the St. Charles area, but the Troy area. Look at it. It's going right through the camera. The camera's a little bit delayed. Look at this. Not seeing anything, but you can definitely see the winds whipping. The winds are whipping. The winds are whipping through this right now. Still have strong normalized rotation on this. Look at the camera here. I know, I'll go back to the radar in just a second. But look at the camera here at the Troy. Look at that, huge lightning. Look at the rain curtains going across. Strong winds right now. Surprised we don't have nothing right now. That is very strong winds. Very strong winds on the near the Troy area. Getting ready to pass just a little bit of Troy. Getting ready to pass a little bit of the Troy area. So Troy is almost done. The observed tornado warning is non-existent. It just hasn't expired yet. Not sure why they have it. I think they're too busy looking at this storm. Troy area, it has passed you now. Troy area, it has passed you. Still getting the gusty winds, but the rotation part has moved around past the area. Not sure how people are driving in that. That's very good driving skills. Let's go back to the radar. Yeah, not sure how this line near the Pacific, Catawissa area, not quite sure why it does not have some type of warning on that. Really quite not sure why it does not have a warning, but I think we might have had something in the Troy area. I think we might have had something in the Troy area. Pretty sure something was in the Troy area. Yeah, me too. Like I said, I can't believe people are driving in this. But actually, it is still very windy, but it's starting to calm down, so you can safely come out of your safe place, but just remain away from windows now. And I'm very sorry to hear that you're out of power, especially going into the weekend. Yeah, there's little bits of rotation all along this line here. Not quite sure why there's no warning on it. But like I said, I will watch out if you're in the Pacific, Wildwood, Eureka, headed towards the Cantor, Hamburg, Tunerville, and eventually Chesterfield area. Really not quite sure why there's no warning on that. Rotation's broadening out as it just went through the Troy area. Headed towards the wind field. Still in tornado warning. Radar confirmed. Radar confirmed tornado warning still. Radar indicated. If the box changes to a different color red, that means that we're in a different kind of tornado warning. But right now, it is very broad right now. Catawissa, he said the power is flashing. Still seeing rotation towards the wind field. Winfield Foley area, I would go in your shelter, please. Yeah, we are seeing some gusty winds here. Like I said, I'm not quite sure why the National Weather Service does not have a warning on this right now, but like I said, I think we need one. So Pacific, Eureka, Wildwood, Twin Rivers Park, I would start making your way away from windows. I would start making your way away from windows. It was quiet, and then it jumped, and it started going crazy. Ashley, also let me know if you have any damage, if you can. Make sure it's safe, though. Make sure you guys are safe. But let me know if you have any damage if you're still watching. Winfield area, Foley area, you're next up the bat on Highway 79. It's running right along 47. It's riding right along 47 right now. Still quite not sure why we don't have a warning on this. Lots of small areas of rotation here. I think a severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible tag. Especially, like I said, going towards the Bryant Mill Scottsdale area, right near Route F where it meets Double F. And just north of Don Robinson State Park. We have a little notch starting to go there. Windy and Winsville. Yeah, it's going right over the radar site. This is always the trickiest part because we can't really get a good visual here. But this line, we need to watch out. If you know anybody in the Wildwood, Eureka, Twin Rivers Park, Bryan's Mill, Baldwin, Kirkwood area, you might want to wake them up. You might want to wake them up and tell them to tune into the live stream. Wake them up and tell them to tune into the live stream, please. But the Troy storm going towards the Foley area. Foley area and the Winfield area. That is the next up the bat. It's going right along Highway 47, right at Route W. So, they canceled a tornado warning for the Warrenton area. So they canceled the tornado warning for the Warrenton area. So that is great news. But I'm still seeing some strong area over the Fountain Lakes area, headed towards the Foley, Winfield, and the Batchtown. So you guys can be in your shelter. Seeing rotation with this storm near the Don Robinson Park. Not quite sure what the National Weather Service is doing. Yeah, high rotation amount around that area. Normalized rotation here. Yeah, and also Josh is letting me know that there's multiple notches right now. Multiple areas right now. Like I said, if you know anybody in the Wildwood, Eureka, Kirkwood, Baldwin area, we need to wake them up. I would wake them up, and because there's not a lot of time that we have with these. Winsville is almost done. Winsville area, I know we have a lot of people over there. Winsville is almost done. Troy area is done. Troy is good. Moscow Mills, we're finishing up. Moscow Mills, Foley and Winfield. Foley and Winfield, take shelter, please. Rotation ramping up. Velocities are ramping up. Not seeing any reports right now. National Weather Service is probably not paying attention down here because they're issuing flash flood warnings. But we need some type of warning on this. We need some type of warning. Josh thinks we need a severe thunderstorm tornado possible attack. Down here for the Scottsdale Bryan's Mill. Lots of rotation right here. Weak rotation, but near the Bryan's Mill area. Moscow Mills, the Winfield and Foley, broken record here, but you need to be underground. Moscow Mills, we're wrapping up the storm. A little bit gusty winds, but the main rotation is to the east, the northeast of you right now. So, just make sure you can come out of your safe place. You're still in a tornado warning, but the rotation has passed you. So, Moscow Mills, Ava, is okay. The Foley and the Winfield area. If you know anybody over there, your next door neighbors, let them know that they need to be underground. Rotation is ramping up. Still not quite sure how we don't have a warning on this. Like we need some type of warning on this area. Moving to the east northeast area. So like draw a box right here and boom. That is where we need a warning right here. And we actually need a warning already on top of where the storms are right now. So we're going to find a camera. My girlfriend is going to find a camera along 44. So to stand by, the cameras are going to switch down below. The bottom right is going to switch, so it might look a little bit confusing there. So okay, she says it's in the middle one, It's in the middle box. So she put it in the middle box. So down below is right at the Eureka area. It's going right towards the camera right now. So watch the middle box. We have one right at the Bryan's Mill. Should have a warning on this. But it's just very weak. But we have strong normalized rotation right south of the Young Conservation area. I was about to say conversation. We are having a conversation. But it's a conservation area. But watch out in the Bryan's Mill area in House Springs. I would watch that area. Like I said, still not quite sure how we don't have a warning on this. But I would expect one soon, everyone. So if it pops up, we're already prepared, okay? Let's check the velocities up here. Headed towards the wind field. Broader rotation. Yes, broader rotation with this. So that is good news. Not seeing anything strong like it once was near the Troy area. Looks like it may be weakening. But there's this left and right rotation on this. Even at the Cedar Hills Lakes. Got some rotation. Got some rotation near Bryan's Mill as well. This is crazy right now. You can see at the bottom part of your screen. Look at this. This is the storm right now. This is the storm that we are watching that has no warning on it. This is coming through the Eureka area. Still not quite sure how we don't have any warning on this. We need something on this. This is at west of 109. It's right by the Valvoline and like the Culvers and all the good places to eat down there in Eureka. This is right in Eureka right now. You can see traffic is still moving pretty decently. This is right on top of the Eureka area. Not quite sure how we don't have a warning. You can see hazard lights are on. Take it slow. Like I said, still not quite sure how we don't have warning. So if you're near the SSM St. Clair Health Center, Valley Park, I will watch out, especially the Bryan's Mill, Scottsdale area. Right on top of Bryan's Mill, High Ridge is where I'll be watching. Yeah, right now the National Weather Service is sending flood warning updates, so we kind of don't need that right now. Wind field storm, we're looking at it. Still need to be in your safe place. Some weak rotation is still there. But yeah, that is coming through the Eureka area, everybody. The Eureka area, that is right at the 109 area. Near the Six Flags area. It's looking west. The storm is passing over it, but you can just tell the intensity by the hazard lights on the cars. Let's go back to the radar here. We're gonna get ready at 141. So the camera is gonna change down below, or we'll keep that camera up. So we'll keep the camera up, and we're gonna go to the 141. So just gonna change it to 141. So just don't mind the camera switching. Let's see. I'll just override. I'll just get it there. Let's see. Let's get it to the 141, or let's go to 44. Let's see if 44 happens. Okay, we're going to go down 44. Just stay with me real quickly. We're just getting the camera switched up. We're going to try to get a good visual as this comes in. So this will probably be, we'll watch that. Bottom right hand corner. The right camera down below, we're watching that storm. So, still not surprised. Still surprised that we don't have a warning on this. Because rotation is definitely showing a warning. Normalized rotation is off the charts here. Still not quite sure. Around the Bryan's Mill, Scottsdale, Rock Creek, Murphy area, near Paulina Hills. Not quite sure how we don't have a warning on that. Not quite sure how we don't have a warning. I think we could verify at least something here. Tornado warning up there. Just went on the other side. Waiting for the radar update, but I believe it went just on the other side, the wind field area. So they're containing the tornado warning. There's no hail with this. Radar confirmed, and they're still going till 10:15. 10:15, we have a tornado warning for this storm. So, Batchtown, Rosedale, need to watch out. Sounds familiar from earlier this afternoon, but it was just severe thunderstorm warnings. Still watching this area near the Eureka, headed towards the Murphy-Fenton area. Not quite sure why there's no warning on this. They're being a little bit hesitant today. They are being a little bit conservative. But like I said, we have the tornado warning up here, but also we need to watch down here. So nothing, no warnings yet, but it doesn't look too impressive to you guys probably, but we could probably see something. Right along the 44 area, headed towards the 141 Valley Park, SSM St. Clair Health Center. We'll have to wait for the velocities to update. The velocities are about 5 minutes behind. So we'll have to wait for the newest velocity to update. But the newest radar update still showing that being potential. Little strong storm coming through the St. Peter, St. Charles area. Still has a severe thunderstorm warning on that. It's going to be gusty winds at times. But not seeing any rotation with that. Yeah, Beachville, I believe that's how you say it. I will watch out. There's some broad rotation near the Brussels, Rosedale area. This being your safe place just as it continues. So they're going to continue this severe thunderstorm warning with tornado possible tag until 10:30. So this warning right here, they're going to continue till 10:30. And not quite sure why we don't have something on this. Okay, looks like we have an alarm going off. Let me turn off the alarm real quick. I'll be back in like half a second. Okay, we are back. We are back, everybody. Not sure why there's an alarm at 10:11. Not quite sure. Very interesting here. We're also not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere anytime soon. Not until there's no more warning. And remember, the tornado watch goes until 11. Yeah, it goes for almost this little under an hour, the tornado watch, and then it's canceled. And believe it or not, everybody, it's actually going to be a little bit cool. Yeah, seeing some rotation near the High Ridge area, but I guess the National Weather Service is just not on board. But you can see during the past radar scans, you can see this getting it just keeps getting thin. So that is great. We're going to have to check on our folks in Marthasville. We'll have to see if there's any damage coming out there tomorrow. Let's see. Teresa says, "You're awesome. I love being in your lives in the crazy weather." I appreciate you guys too. You know, I appreciate you guys hanging out on a Friday night, you know, hanging out with me. I'm keeping you guys company. And like I said, I don't like posting just updates, like the radar updates. I'd rather be live, be here for you guys. You guys can get timely updates of what's going on, and you don't have to read a whole paragraph to figure out what's happening. So, did the tornado warning cancel? I highly doubt that. Okay, good. Tornado warning still has not canceled. But basically how I learned about weather is, you know, this very quickly. Not sure if he's still in there. Bobby's still in there. But I just learned. I was afraid of severe weather. Still am. Especially tornadoes. I do not like tornadoes. I'll be honest. I do not like tornadoes at all. But basically, I just taught myself how to read radar, how to teach radar, and, you know, then I create this weather page so I could make sure you guys are okay, make sure you guys are calm, have someone that you know, a face that you can trust, a page that you know that will keep you safe and updated when the weather happens. So that is my goal here. I want to keep you guys safe, knowledgeable, and make sure we're reliable here for you. Tornado warnings probably may not get extended. This part down here, we're just monitoring it. National Weather Service is just, I don't think they're going to do anything. So it's right at the 141, going over to Drury and down in the Fenton area. Okay, so they decided to issue a severe thunderstorm warning. They decided to issue a severe thunderstorm warning instead of a tornado warning. So that is great news. That is a sign that is weakening. Even though that's originally what we thought earlier. We are in the Creve Court area. So not quite anything that's happening right now. Yes, Winsville is good for the night. We may have some showers and some thunderstorms. But the severe weather threat is over for the Winsville area. So Georgie says, off the bed in Winsville. Thank you again for looking out for us. Have a good rest of your night. I will. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And you are able to sleep peacefully. And we're going to have cooler weather tomorrow. So, severe thunderstorm warning. They have canceled the tornado warning. So, we will go back to severe thunderstorm warning. So, they have canceled the tornado warning. Okay, perfect. So, tornado warning. Not really seeing anything right now. More damaging wind threat at the moment. Here is the storm that is not warned by the National Weather Service, but I think so. Look at the rain coming up the highway. See it with the headlights here? See it with the headlights? You can see the rain is blowing that way. So there is some gusty winds there. So like I said, I would be inside, maybe away from windows while this passes through. Especially the Valley Park and the Kirkwood area. You can see the camera is bouncing a little bit. See the camera bouncing there? Oh, you live in Maryland Heights? Oh, yeah, we're fairly close. I live off of the Olive area. So I know Olive is very long, but yeah, you can see, look at the storm coming through. It's going to come right towards this camera. And since we don't have any tornado warnings, we're going to watch this camera, and I'll monitor the radar. Pete says you got a tree down in Manchester. Okay, we'll report that to the National Weather Service. We'll let you know that we have trees down. And hopefully we can get a warning on this. Not quite sure why there's no severe thunderstorm warning. But like I said, it's all right on 141 right now. 141 right now. Dorset Road. Oh, okay. Okay. Yes, I know exactly where that is over there. You can always find me at Tony's Donuts in the AM. Metal Crest Farm says, thank you, Kenny and company, for all the info and so much detail on where the storms is hitting. I'm sure glad to found your page. Okay, I don't want to blush right now, but I really do appreciate that generous comment. And like I said, I'm here for you guys, okay? I'm not here for the money. I'm here for you. Okay, I'm here for you. I want you guys to be safe. I want you guys to be safe. I want you guys to understand what's going on out here. Nice and calm in Farmington. Yeah, you guys got out easy here. You guys got out pretty easy. So looking at some showers and thunderstorms. So you can see the camera here. We'll go back to the radar view. So the line here, the unwarned line, is for the Kirkwood area, the Melville, Arnold, Creve Coeur, Clayton, and the St. Louis area. Oh, you were there this morning? I was thinking about if I should go there tomorrow. I was wondering if I should go there. I think the other location is still under construction after the fire. Not too sure about that. Teresa says, really appreciate you so much for Reels for all you do. You are very welcome. I have been told by many that it sounds like I'm just sitting right next to you telling you how the weather, and that is exactly what I want to do here. I want it to be personable. So we only have a couple warnings here. It's mainly towards the north of the area, but I'm not giving off the St. Louis County area off easy. So I'm pretty sure at some point we should have had a warning on this. Not quite sure what they were doing. Oh, Jacob says I deliver products to Tony's Donuts. Oh, that's nice. Well, we appreciate you delivering the products because they are never out of stock for the most part. So we appreciate you. They are never out of stock at Tony's Donuts. So big W for Jacob for making sure that Tony's Donuts always has what they need. Yes, the best donut shop in my opinion. World's Fair's donut is also good. There's not a lot of parking. Teresa says, yes, I agree. It does seem like you are here with us. Yes, I get that a lot. I do get that a lot. And then, hey, everyone, I also want to congrats. We have reached 1,000 followers. So we have reached 1,000 followers and counting. So that is very exciting. I will have a post on that. Oh, you go to World's Fair's Donuts too? Wow, what a nice route. Are you guys hiring? Do you get any free donuts? That sure would be nice. Let's see. We're gonna connect the my camera outside because it's coming right over our area. Let's see if we can get a visual on this. So don't worry about the old Christmas lights. We just haven't got to it. But you can see right outside, gusty winds here. This is right outside the studio here. Appreciate that. Oh, you want a glazed donut? Yeah. Yeah, this is right outside the studio here. You can see, look at the trees going wild. The trees are going wild here. Thank you so much for the congratulations. We're going to have a post on it tomorrow. Just wanted to let the weather quiet down. Because I know a lot of you guys check my posts, and I don't want to post stuff. I just want to, when we're in weather mode, only weather. So we'll have a post on that. But I appreciate the congratulations. I really do appreciate it. But look at here. Poor geese that are in the lake. They're probably having a lot of turbulence. And they're probably fighting the wind in there in the lake. But you can see very strong winds here. Very strong winds outside the studio. And you can see our little Christmas lights that I just have not taken down yet. So, Christmas every day at the TKW house. Christmas 24/7. This storm is weakening as it gets to the Illinois side. So that is great news. Charlie says in Valley Park, close to 44 and 141. Not much going on. Yes, you guys are good for the night. Hey, everyone. I'm going to draw a go-to-bed circle. I have gotten this ideal from a meteorologist down in Springfield. So if you're anywhere in this area, to the left of this area, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Good night. You guys are good. We're going to have showers and thunderstorms overnight, but the severe threat is over back there. Looks like we're getting like a little outflow down here, which is probably going to help to keep the storms non-severe towards the Hillsborough and the Festus area. Yeah, that must be a nice route, Jacob. That must be a nice route to be able to deliver at the donut shops. My brother, he delivers for Cisco, so he goes to all the restaurants, so places like that. Foley area, you guys are good. Foley, you can go to sleep. I think it's Janie. Janie, you can go to sleep. You're good. You're going to have some showers and thunderstorms overnight. that may wake you up, but it's not severe. It won't be severe. We're not expecting any more severe weather. And believe it or not, the tornado watch expires at 11 p.m. So almost a half hour away, tornado watch is going to be over. So it got a little bit crazy here. Oh, okay. Oh, you live down in the DeSoto area. I have a couple people that live down there. Yes, the Foley area is good. Jacob says we supply to all the donut shops and a lot of restaurants on the hill. Oh, wow. I know. I know you like that route. I know you enjoy that route. I would. I would probably go crazy with all the food, especially if they give you free food. Not seeing anything. I thought I was looking at something here near the Clayton area. Not seeing anything right now. Arnold area looks okay as well. The Grafton area, the Ottersville, is it going to go? Is it trying to go again? Is it trying to go again? We just had an uptick in the rotation and the velocities here. Good night, Metal Crest Farms. If you're still here, good night. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. Like I said, this whole severe weather season, we're going to be here providing live severe weather coverage when needed. So we're going to be here. You're going to get used to my face. And we're going to get to know each other pretty well. As you guys can probably tell already, I like food. I like donuts. So that's the first thing. Yeah, we need to watch the Ottersville. Not sure how many people live over here. North of Grafton, it looks like we have a small little hook forming. It is in a tornado possible tag, so it is expected. 34 minutes until the tornado watch is gone. And for the most part, it looks like this line of storms fell apart. But around the Overland, Normandy, Clayton area, it's probably pretty loud right now. You can see back here at the studio, winds have died down here, just rain falling through, so that is good. So pretty active here. Oh, Teresa says you'll see me a lot during this season, honestly. Oh, yes. I appreciate that. Like I said, I'm going to be here keeping you guys prepared, letting you guys know. I told you, I told you tornado warning was coming. I told you tornado warning was coming up here. We had plenty of lead time. Do you guys think the National Weather Service is watching my stream? Well, I don't think so, because they would have issued something for the bottom part. But let's go up here. We have a severe thunderstorm warning. Tornado warning for the Ottersville area, the Grafton area, the New Bern area as well. Have you guys heard those names before? I just said it not too long ago. Rotation is uptick right here on Otterville Road, and where it meets the County Highway 9, that is where we're seeing that rotation right there. Of course, we'll have to wait on the velocities, but there is a little something there. Normalized rotation is off the charts right now. So there is definitely some rotation right there. Oh, yeah. So how I learned all of it is basically there's a lot of like online resources. Like, I forget what the website's called, but it's like the Met. There's like this free online courses and you can take tests where you can learn about velocities and stuff like that. So that is how I basically learned weather. But I started it all because I was afraid of severe weather. And I'm still afraid of severe weather. But I started this page to communicate with you guys. I wanted you guys to have a face that you can trust, that you know, live when it matters most, to get the information quickly and accurate with no hype. So that is why this page has started. Almost deja vu happening like it did in the Detroit area. Yeah, I'm getting distracted because I saw that grandma's cookies. Oh, yes. Yes. You can also feel free to supply Team Kenny weather. We would also take that as well. Yeah, tornado warning, very strong hook on here. Normalized rotation is off the charts. You can see the color right here, showing some increased rotation here. So it's radar indicated. It's radar indicated, and it goes till 10:45. Because of course they have to keep it inside the tornado watch. But look at this hook here. Look at the hook. We don't have any cameras here. I hope we don't have a lot of people that live here. But if you do happen to know someone near the East New Bern, near the Dow area, Joe Knight Road, and was that Salem Road, and Possum Trot Lane, you need to be in your safe place. So that is in our coverage area. Is that a hook trying to form down here near the Jennings area? Okay. I thought it was. I was like, oh. Severe thunderstorm warning is probably going to be able to be canceled, at least for the southern part. So, let's see. Teresa says, just got a notification. Lightning's 2 miles from me. And Maryland Heights is over us. It passed us now. So, it's just off to the east. Lightning notification. Look at this. Is this going to go on the ground? This is very strong right here. The south of the Otterville area, north of the Grafton area. That is a strong velocity couplet right there. Everything is verifying. Normalized rotation, velocity, and we have a hook on the radar. So Moscow Mills has reported multiple power poles down earlier when it passed through. Possible tornado damage. So that is not good. Yeah, the DeSoto area, Jacob, you're good. You're good now. This rain flowing through. But the DeSoto area, you guys are good. But new tornado warning, very strong right now. Nice hook. Very nice hook. And like I said, everything verifies. Normalized rotation, we have it off the charts. Storm relative velocity, it is right there. Do we have correlation coefficient? No, we don't right now. See, we have to wait for the new velocity scan, but the new radar scan. Not quite sure what it did there. Radar went back in time a little bit. Back in time. It was going back in the future, saying it was not happening. Yeah. Very strong hook. East Newborn. Yeah, we still have a hook there. Hard to tell if there's anything on the ground. We have to wait for the velocities to update. I know I sound like a broken record, but the velocities are not in the chat. Okay, we did have a late report that there was a confirmed, 2 miles east of the Holston area. Emergency manager reported a tornado at 9:35. Power lines down. So it looks like the National Weather Service is going to have some work to do tomorrow. And we'll, of course, post it as well. Oh, I really do appreciate that, Charlie. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Saying you're doing a great job and you always come to me. That's what we like to hear. And like I was mentioning earlier, a lot of you guys have sent me messages that I'm the only personal live weather page during severe weather. So I really do appreciate that. And what we like to do here, we like to try to call the warnings out as far in advance as possible. So they're going to keep the severe thunderstorm warning down here. What is it? What is it going? What is it doing? What is it doing back here? It better not try to do something. We don't have time for this. Florissant area, Old Jamestown. Let's watch this. This may get a tornado warning headed to the Fort Bell Fountain, Old Jamestown area. Hopefully it's just nothing. It's hard to see. Very hard to see right here. I do appreciate that comment, Teresa. I really do appreciate that. East New Bern. Hopefully you guys are in shelter because it's probably right over the top of your head. Or your roof because you guys should be inside. Severe thunderstorm warning for Glen Carbon. Not quite yet. I don't see anything yet. I don't have anything on my side. Let's see. Check the... Yeah, I don't see any warnings yet. So no warnings yet, Tasha. No warnings. But the Jerseyville, or to south of the Jerseyville area near the New Delhi, still need to be in our safe spot. So no thunderstorm warning right now. Looks like we just had a little scare. A little scare near the Florissant area, but it looks like it died. No, it's back here. Near the Old Jamestown. But I'm not seeing anything here. Velocities normalized. Yeah, not seeing anything right now, so that is good news. Down south, I know we had a couple people pop in. Down south, we are okay. We are good. We are good down south. Maryland Heights, we are good. Maryland Heights, Teresa, you're good. You're good to go to sleep. You are great. You're good to go to sleep. It might be a little bit loud because we're still going to have showers and thunderstorms overnight till about roughly 9 a.m. So, but as far as basically, I would say at this point, everybody on the Missouri side is good to go to sleep. Basically, everybody on the Missouri side, this is just all heavy rain, thunderstorms. I know you see storms back here in Springfield, but it is okay. Everything is good for right now. And then, believe it or not, the tornado watch only goes for another 34 minutes? So... Yes, me too. I agree, Teresa. I can do thunderstorms, but like I said, I can't do tornadoes either. I can't do tornadoes. If anybody is okay with tornadoes, I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure what they're thinking. Some people like the tornadoes when it doesn't hit them for entertainment. We don't want entertainment. Was the storm relative? Yeah, right over the New Delhi area. We'll see if it updates. But not really seeing. It looks like it's starting to collude a little bit. See, everyone, if you're still here, you see these storms down here that's going right there to downtown area? This is how it should have looked. Like, when it first entered. That's what the models were predicting. So that's what the models were predicting, but it just wasn't happening. It was just not happening. We always have to have a little bit of something. The storms are just like, it's springtime, everyone. But what an active start to spring here. Multiple live coverages. Is that a hail spike? Hail is... Yeah. That does not look confirmed. Even though... Okay, so still radar indicated. We still have some rotation. Not quite sure if it's matching up. But normalized rotation is picking up something up there. Illinois side at the moment. Not really seeing anything concerning. So... Basically, we'll stay on here at least till 11 till the... tornado watch expires if we have warnings. But if the warnings expire and we don't have anything, then we're just going to sign off. So, but we're going to be here as long as we have the warnings. So we have 2 warnings up here. One going through the Alton. I think we have a camera up there. Do we have a camera in the Alton area? Not quite sure. I recently added the city of Alton. I think this is their live camera. Let's see. But we still have a tornado warning. Radar indicated. Let's see if we still even see anything up here. And that looks like a negative. That looks like a negative there. It does not look like we see anything. Let me just check a couple things. Wow, a lot of follows here. A lot of follows today. Bobby, I think we should be good now. That was a new camera that I was setting up, so I might not have finished setting it up. But I think we should have good audio right now. Audio should be back. Wow, yeah, we had a lot of new followers. I appreciate all the new follows, everybody. I really do appreciate all you guys. That is great. How much sleep have I got the past couple days? In the past 2 days, 10 hours. So 5 hours each night. And I also work about 9 hours a day. And I do here. But it is well worth it. I like keeping guys safe. I love the weather. Still tornado warning. Not quite sure if they're going to continue this. I think they're going to let it expire in 4 minutes. I'll be very surprised if they keep this. Let me check the winds down here. Okay. So I think when this warning expires, if we don't have any new warnings, the tornado watch is about to expire. It's about to expire at 11 p.m. I think what we'll do is we can look over the temperatures tomorrow. It's going to be windy. It's going to be windy, everyone. It's going to be windy. You actually might get blown over. There's a very small possibility. So unless it tries to flare up again, it's only 3 minutes. And usually once it gets to that time, they're not going to issue it. So let's see. Looks like we just have a tornado warning near the Chicago area. Or that's Indiana now. So, like I said, basically it's just a line of storms. This along the cold front. This along the cold front. And you can see they're already trimming the warning. I mean the watch. The tornado watch here. So, no active threat. So we're just waiting for these 2 warnings to expire in the next couple minutes. And we'll probably head off for the evening. Very good live stream. A lot of people tuned in. I think I've seen almost up to 40, maybe more than 40. I'm not quite sure. Okay, just checking a couple things. Yeah, there's probably a lot of reports that we're going to see during the daylight hours tomorrow. So we'll keep you updated on that. We'll keep you updated. Yeah, we'll just watch this line. You know, we'll probably just stay on until the watch ends. Just make sure we don't get a Illinois special, because usually it likes to do that. and likes to go to Illinois and go to random things. And look, you can see, just like what I was thinking, look, it's already starting to go crazy again. See how this like, whoop, this blows right up. So, watch out in O'Fallon, Muscuda, Scott Air Force Base area. I would watch out. The Brighton, Illinois, I think you guys are good. I think you guys are good. You can be in your safe place, but I don't think they're going to continue this. It expired. Yeah, it expired just now. We'll wait for official confirmation from the National Weather Service. But it looks like these storms are going a little bit crazy. But everybody in the Missouri side is good to go to sleep. Just Illinois now. Yeah, you can see it's starting to go crazy. Starting to get busy. The winds are picking up a little bit, but not anything severe, so that is great. That is good news. But I think everybody else is okay for the night, so. Like I said, we're just going to stay until 11. So maybe, no, we might head off a little bit early, so. Yeah, not quite sure why they're not letting the warning go. Yeah, not quite sure. Okay, all the warnings are gone now. All the warnings are officially gone. So everybody is good. We're going to have lots of rain over here. Lots of rain is going to continue overnight. So flash flooding could be possible. Make sure this to sleep in a little bit. And then by the time you wake up, the rain and storms should be over by then. So all the warnings have been canceled. All the warnings have been canceled. Huge amount of support during this live stream. I really do appreciate it. Really do appreciate the support. Yeah, good, very nice on the warnings. So we're just gonna just check a couple things here. We're just gonna just check real quick. That is not new warnings, just a warning. Let's go back here so you guys are not confused. So there we go. Tornado watch is gonna end in about 15 minutes. But now we're just gonna go over to future radar. So we'll monitor. But let's go to the future radar, and we get a nice error screen. We like errors. We like the error screen, favorite screen. I don't think it loaded yet. That's probably what happened. Do we have the NAM model? Do we have anything? Pivotal weather down. Okay, we'll go to my other. We'll go to my favorite model. It's a secret model, everybody. You might be able to figure out what website it is. So, okay, let's go over this the next little bit with the latest radar scan that we have. So the line is going to continue through here. You can see it's going to get pretty loud. It's going to still be pretty loud here. So the line is moving through. We're going to have some rain. And it looks like it's going to be cleared out by 8 a.m. 8 a.m. and it's going to be nice the rest of the day. So that is what we're expecting. We're not really expecting. And then downstream, let's look at the Euro model. Oh, I have to log in. Hold on, have to log in. So let's switch to the Euro model. I just want to just look very quickly. Then we'll head off. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday looks good. And wow, almost the whole week. Until we get to the weekend looks very nice. So we're going to have a lot of time to catch up on our sleep here. So. We'll monitor these storms going to the Belleville area, but just not seeing anything. We'll just do one last check. Yeah, not seeing anything, so I think we're going to head off the live stream for now. We're going to wrap up the severe weather coverage. I appreciate everybody for all the support, all the follows, all the nice comments. And we'll see you in the next live stream. But of course, like always, we'll always have multiple updates. But expect showers and a couple of thunderstorms to continue throughout the rest of the night. But no severe. The severe weather is winding down. And in about 10 minutes, the tornado watch is going to cancel. So everything will be just fine. So stay safe if you travel overnight. It's going to be slick, wet roads. Turn around, don't drown. And we'll keep you updated on any damage reports that we have in the morning. I always think it's funny. A lot of people join right when I wrap up. Hello, everybody. We're still here. We're about to go head offline. I know you guys are probably curious. So after I end the live stream, I look at data. I'll just watch the radar a little bit. I'll get my graphics, idea of what I want to post tomorrow. I'll watch some YouTube videos, and then I will cuddle with my girlfriend. So there you guys go. That is what I do after the live stream. So I wouldn't worry about any more severe weather. It's just going to be rain. We won't have any radar updates, so. Okay, so the tornado watch just got canceled for all of... Looks like all of St. Louis. All of St. Louis. All the Missouri side. Missouri side is done. Nikki is wondering real quick, Cottage Hills. Okay, let's look that up. Cottage Hills. Cottage Hills, you are good. You guys got out easy. You guys are good to go sleep. Cottage Hills, the main area of anything that was significant, went around you, actually. So, Nikki, you guys are good. You guys are good. Everybody is good. They did extend... Oh, you're very welcome. They did extend the tornado warning. The tornado watch. At least that's what it says up there. So let me just check that real quick, because I think they extended it. Let me get confirmation on that. Yeah, not quite sure, but it says it extends time for Bond, Jersey. So basically the Illinois side to keep you on the tornado watch, but I really don't see that. I don't see that anymore. Maybe something near the O'Fallon area. But yeah, you guys were able to get out easy. So that is very nice. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything with that. We'll just check correlation coefficient. Yeah, not really seeing anything with that, so. But yeah, it looks like rain and thunderstorms will go. I think we'll be good because it's starting to move towards out of our coverage area. So, not viewing area because you guys can view it from anywhere. But our coverage area. Our coverage area, so. We cover all the way. Normally, it depends where people are at, but we cover right near Scott Air Force Base, so. And a little bit past that. But sometimes we cover a little bit around, but I try to keep a certain area just so we can stay close to the storms. And like I said, Central Missouri, we have a couple people there. We monitor stuff like that. But in my opinion, I think you guys are all good to go sleep. So, and it's starting to get out of there towards the Redbud area. So. As it moves east, it may start to pop up, may go crazy a little bit. But it looks like it's back on the weakening trend. So I think we're going to wrap up the live stream, everybody. I feel confident. Maybe another warning towards the Carlinville area, but that's out of our area. So, but the showers and thunderstorms will continue through the rest of the night. Really not expecting any more severe weather. There shouldn't be any more severe weather. This will all move out overnight while we're sleeping. Just sleep in a little bit, and it will be nice and dry to start your Saturday. Temperatures will be cool. Temperatures will be cool, so watch out for the daily planner. We'll let you know about the temperatures there. So we're going to wrap up the live stream, and we'll talk to you soon. We'll, of course, have our updates, but hopefully weather stays quiet for a while where we don't have any more live streams, at least for a little bit. So I appreciate you guys so much for watching. We're going to wrap up the live stream right now, and we'll see you guys later in the next update. Good night. Wait, hold on. I'm not actually going to sleep just yet, everybody. I got a couple things to do. Then I will go to sleep. So. Okay, good night, everybody. See you guys tomorrow and our updates, and we'll let you know if we have any confirmed tornadoes from earlier tonight from the Moscow Mills, Warrenton, Marthasville, Troy area. We'll let you know, so make sure you're checking out for that. And once again, I really do appreciate all the support during this live stream. I think this is the most viewed live stream we had. So, all right, everybody. We'll talk to you next time. Have a good rest of your night. Sleep in and enjoy your weekend.